sooner or later, we are going to be forced to do the inner work. Because what happens when you're running towards something that you think you're gonna get somewhere, but then you face a wall? It's like running on a hamster wheel. You think you're going somewhere, but you're not even moving. You're in the same place. You're not going nowhere. So it gets to a point where it's like, oh crap, this is a dead end. This is a wall. There is no way out. And in that point, in that moment, something very interesting happened where you have to decide, where you have to decide if you fight or you die. Where you fight or you die. And the only way of fighting is going in. It is going in. Getting out is the way in. It is doing the inner work. And it's either in that point, in that moment, you decide if living in conformity and comfort places that don't make your soul upgrade, uplift, be in places that don't make you better just for the sake of it, because you just don't want to face the inner work that you know that you have to do in order to be free, to feel alive, to feel that this life is worth living, that we are always magic, that we were born with that magic. But we need to know that. We need to feel that. We need to feel a spark from within us. So in that moment, it's either you let your light extinguish forever or you fight for it. You fight for your life. You fight for what you think you deserve. You fight for what you want, whatever it is. And that moment is crucial because there is no turning back. There is no going back. And that's why when we start this work, going down the rabbit hole, there is no going back. It doesn't matter what happens. There is no going back because there is no point going back. We already know what it is back there. Back there is just a wall at the end. Why would we want to be in at the end, stuck? So we decide to fight. We decide to fight for our light. We decide to fight for us, for us. And that's why there is no going back. There is no going back, not even for a single chance, because it's not even worth it. It just doesn't make sense. It's not a point. When we start this inner work, there's no going back. But the beauty of it is, I feel like that's why it's living every day like it's the first day, at least from this point, when we are discovering ourselves. It's like every day is a new day because this day is from a different perspective that I didn't have before about me, about myself. It's like this is about life, about me, about being better. And it's like before wasn't about that. When I was running towards the wall, it was not about that. It was about everything and anything besides myself. But this time is different. That's why I feel like every day if it should be lived like it's the first day, like if we never experienced before. From the point when we start this work, because I'm doing it different. This is a new perspective, a very high perspective about myself and life, where you perceive life, yourself, and things and others in a very different way that you didn't before, in a way that is more interesting. It's like you see the excitement about everything. There is this saying that say that everything is teaching you something. Even bad situations are teaching you something. It's sort of the same thing. You were running towards the wall. What did you learn from it? What did it teach you? Exactly. To always pick yourself, be yourself, and do the best that is for yourself. And of course, without hurting and disrespecting others. I always emphasize that because inner peace is one of the most important things ever. And I feel like respect the inner peace of others is important. And that is something that we constantly learning every single day. As I said before, this is something like brushing your teeth, taking a shower, eating, exercising, your daily routine. This is sort of something like that. The spiritual hygiene, the hygiene of your thoughts and your feelings is something that you have to do every day, and not just every day, every moment, because of the fact from the place that we came from. We came from a place, from a program that wasn't without our consent, I should say that. So there's certain things there. Our body carries a lot of trauma, the memory of the body, and we have to detach ourselves from those things. It's not something that a lot of us weren't cultivating since we were kids. It's something that we discover later on in life. But it is better to discover it at some point, sooner or later, than never. I promise you that. Because the way that you see life and perceive things is totally different. It's totally different than when you were running towards a wall, towards a dead end. And yes, I'm gonna repeat it again. I feel that the saying of live every day, everything, like it is the first day for the very first time. It's because, as I said it before, I had never lived this and this version of myself. Of course, this is brand new. Of course, it's brand new. Everything is teaching just something. There is a hidden language and everything. Remember, everything has a pattern. And if we pay attention, if we are open minded enough, we can see beauty every single where, even in the simple things, even in the things that don't make sense. But they were always there. They were always there. It's like we were blinded to see them. But it's like running very fast in the car towards that wall and just be focused on the speed. And now on the way back, on the way back, going into the rabbit hole, discovering yourself, finding out who you are, the beauty is different. So, oh, what is over there? And this and that. Oh, that's magic. Oh, wow, that's amazing. It's sort of like that. That we are beautiful and amazing souls. All of us. We just only have to know that we are amazing and beautiful souls. Don't we? Now tell me, do you think you are a beautiful soul? Do you find beauty in everything? Even in the dark?